morning, everybody. Today is Thursday. I don't know what day it is. I think it's November 5th, I believe. But today is Thursday. I am back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm not even prepared for this video. I don't even have my laptop here, but I'm about to prep boxes first because I have 0 boxes prepped. And if y'all have watched my videos, y'all know that I like to have my boxes prepped first because it just makes it easier for me to package orders when the boxes are prepped, because all I got to do is put the stuff in the box and go. And I have not a single box prepped, so I'm gonna start prepping boxes first. I'm so tired, y'all, but it's like 8 o'clock. And since I didn't go to work today, I had to, force myself to get out the bed, unless I would have still been sleeping. And I'm trying to be productive because, like I said, I have other things to do today other than orders, and I'm already behind. And this is like not normal for me to not have shipped out orders I should have shipped out orders Monday, but I went out of town and I didn't come back till Monday. So I should have shipped out orders Wednesday, which was yesterday, and I did not. So today is Thursday and I haven't shipped out orders all week. And I think I have like 39 orders to do as far as iTasty goes. And then with Bundle Mania Beauty, I know I have some orders on there to do too. But I'm just, y'all, my place is a mess because if y'all been watching my videos, y'all know these slides is still all over this floor. And I did that because the slides was like, where I'm looking at is where my slides were all over the floor and in boxes. Now they're in front of my purses. And I did that only because I was going live and, I was trying to show people and sell, which I did sell some, but I still have a lot, y'all. I have a lot. And I know one lady, she ordered so many, and I'm grateful that she did, but I still got a lot. So hopefully Black Friday, these items will be gone. And that's still like a whole 2 weeks that I'm not trying to wait. I want to get them gone now because y'all know me. If I'm tired of looking at something, it's going to be discounted and it's going to be gone. So if you're interested in raccoon slides, the double strap slides, all of those, make sure you're following my Instagram, which I know a lot of y'all are already, because y'all know I always go live and do auctions, or I'll post it on my Instagram page and ask people for their email if they're interested. Of course, you get those people who comment knowing they not gonna buy, and I will never get people like that because it's like, why are you wasting my time? I'm not forcing you to shop with me, but don't sit here and comment your email and say, I want 1, I want 2, I want 5, knowing you're not gonna pay for it. And I gotta sit here and manually create an invoice for you just for you to not pay. But right now I'm prepping these boxes right here. I'm not sure what the measurements are, but I usually get my boxes from the post office. They're free. I've been seeing on Facebook, people keep sharing this stuff like stack up on boxes from the post office because people apparently didn't know they were free. Y'all, the post office been giving boxes for free. I don't know when they haven't, but since I've been in business, I've been getting boxes from the post office for free. Like a month after I was in business, when I was researching and I found that out, I've been getting boxes whenever. Please do not be out here buying all these boxes thinking you're not going to get them for free after the holidays. Because, y'all, they've always been for free. As long as your order is priority. And then you also got to make sure, because these boxes that I'm using in particular have 2 sides. They have the express and then the regular ones. Y'all, somebody just emailed me. I'm not about to go back and forth. I'm not. Now, I cannot wait until I get an assistant to cover my emails. And I am not looking for one. Let me just state that there because I don't want nobody to comment. I can be your assistant. I'm not looking for an assistant. I'm just saying because I know they're going to come. Every time I make a statement like this, here come all these people. Like, I don't remember where it was I said this on. I said this on something. I think it was on my business Instagram. I was like, I need an assistant, da-da-da-da. And then people was coming to my personal page and DMing me, my Facebook. And I was just like, I never said. What I was saying was I don't have an assistant. And I already said several times, I'm not hiring an assistant anytime soon. I can handle my business myself, y'all. I've been doing it this long, and I got more orders than people that have assistants. And if I can do it, and not only am I doing it, I also go to school, and I also work full-time as well. And now I have 2 businesses. So it's like, if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. Like, the only reason why I be saying I want an assistant because the emails is what be stressing me out. customers don't think before they send emails. And sometimes I won't understand why. I'll literally have customers email me something about something and they come back and they say something else, and it's just like, make up your mind. Y'all, somebody else just emailed me. I'm not about to go back and forth with people, like I say, y'all. But it's like, people, you just placed your order today and you want your tracking number. Like this one lady, I don't know if I said it on here before or not, but this lady literally, she ordered from me, right, y'all? Mind you, she was a returning customer. That's the only reason why I did not refund her order. Because if you coming at me crazy and literally harassing all my pages on social media, your order is going to get refunded. It's going to get refunded. But she was a returning customer, so that's the only reason why I did not. But she ordered from me, and literally that same day she came and commented on my picture. She emailed me, right? And then she commented on my picture, I sent you an email about my order. I had saw the email, y'all. Sometimes I read my emails and I don't respond. Why? Because it's an email not worth responding to. If you just placed your order today and you're wondering where your tracking number is, this is not Amazon Prime, y'all. This is not Amazon Prime. We're not shipping out the orders the same day. And I'm not the only one this happens to. I'm sure business owners that's watching this video know what I'm talking about. If you're not a business owner, don't comment if you can't relate, because people love to, give their input to what they're not going through. And I promise y'all, it's crazy, because every time I be saying stuff like what I'm saying now, people be trying to talk about, oh, you're rude, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. And then once they experience the same thing I be talking about, then they come back and be like, you know what? You were right. I get why the way you are now. I get why blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah, sweetie. Keep that same energy. Just keep that same energy. But yeah, I'm just ranting while I prep these boxes. But it's like, keep that same energy. Keep the same energy. Because it's like, I'm not being rude or I'm not being anything. All I'm saying is, don't give your input. And so many times, especially when stuff go viral on social media, when it comes to business owners, people that are not business owners want to give their input. And it's like, you don't know what this person is going through. You don't know. Like, as a business owner, you're doing everything yourself for the most part, unless you have an assistant, which, like I said, I don't have an assistant, and I'm not looking for an assistant at this time. Eventually, I will get an assistant, not in 2020 for sure. Maybe in 2021, who knows? And if I do get an assistant, she will just be over my emails. That's all I would need an assistant for, is for my emails. And like I said, I'm not looking for somebody right now. I'm just speaking for the future. When I do get one, it would be for my emails. Because packaging orders, I like to package my own orders. I like to see. What I was saying was, with packaging my own orders, I get to see, every order. I get to see my returning customers. Like, I like to see everything. I like to see, okay, this is your 10th time ordering from me. This is your 20th time ordering from me. Like, I like to see that stuff. I like to package the orders. I like to double and triple check. And y'all know what? I be telling y'all, every time, like from when I started my business, when I did big sales and I was overwhelmed with orders, I always had an issue. Not an issue, but it was like people, like my birthday sale. So many people emailed me, hey, I'm missing hairpins. I'm missing lash applicators. I'm missing lashes. I'm missing this. So many people were emailing me, and it was just like, oh my God, I'm getting stressed out. And it was just crazy. But as my sales go, what am I trying to say? The more sales I do, the more bigger orders I do. Because y'all know, every time I have a sale, I get over 100 and something orders. So for my 1 year sale, the main issue I had with my 1 year sale was that the post office did not scan packages. So the post office did not scan like 2 people's packages that I had to reship out, because when I checked their tracking, it was as if it was still in my home when it wasn't, and they never scanned it. So it was like, you live and you learn with every sale you do. So now for this last pre-Black Friday sale I did not have a single customer tell me they were missing something. I did have one lady, she emailed me, and it wasn't because I did give her the correct amount of lashes. It was that she was missing 2 of the styles. Like, I gave her 4 of one style instead of 2 and 2. And I understand that mistake, because the 2 lashes that I gave her double up are both the #1 sellers, and they were next to each other. So I could have easily grabbed the other one, but she still got the correct amount of lashes. So it was like, I get better and better. And even I told y'all, if y'all watch my previous videos, when I have a lot of orders, when I have big sales, I physically go up to the post office myself. If I have to take off, I will take off and go to the post office myself just so I can watch them scan. If they're picking it up from my house, I'm gonna watch y'all scan. I'm not gonna have y'all stand here all day scanning these bubble mailers. I'll drive up to the post office myself to do that. But these big boxes, y'all gonna scan all of them, because what's not gonna happen, because in the big boxes is most likely 100 lashes in there, 160 lashes. It might be 3 purses in there, and that stuff is high. So it's like, if y'all don't scan this package and it makes it look like it's still in my possession, I gotta pay for shipping. Number one, like I said, the shipping's high, and then I gotta pay and resend out new merchandise and which I've had to do in the past. So like I said, you live and you learn in this business thing. You live and you learn. Like I said, I've went from having all these people emailing me every time I have a sale, and that's the one thing I be scared of. Like, after I do all these orders and I'm like done, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I hope. That's like my biggest fear. It's like, I hope I didn't mess up nobody's order. And what's crazy is I caught myself like twice as I was packaging orders, because I almost put the wrong label. Like, I was literally doing 2 orders. Like, I had 2 orders in front of me. The one that I was scanning and I put the weight and stuff, that one was printing out. But then the other one next to me, I was trying to, while this was printing out, I was trying to get the other one set up. And then I almost put the wrong label on there, but I caught myself. Because those were 2 totally different orders. This person ordered so much stuff and this person ordered a few stuff. And it's like, then to have to pay for shipping again to read, nah. So y'all, I am back. It actually is 8:30, y'all. So I feel like if I finish these orders fast enough, the post office will pick them up. I'm gonna just have to stalk the mailman. But I've done what I always do. I, put the order number on the bag and put the order in there. This person just ordered 15 lashes. Let me make sure business card is in here, because I just had to open up a new box of business cards. I'm low-key starting to feel hungry. I'm so hungry. So hungry. But I did get some fruit punch, only because I couldn't find any apple juice. And I don't even like this fruit punch, y'all. This fruit punch is so thick. Like, I don't know if it's just me. It's just so thick. It's really, really thick, but I just needed something other than water in my system right now just to keep me going. But I hope I can get these orders done. I mean, I say this every time, but I hope I can get it done just so the post office can pick them up, so I don't have to physically, like, go up there later. Or even if it's half, like, the post office can take at least half, and I'll take the rest later. But I'm getting hungry. I'm real life getting hungry. I'm so hungry right now, but I don't want to go eat no big meal or nothing, because then if I do that, I'm going to want to take a nap. When I eat a whole meal, I'll be like, you know what? It's time for me to take a nap every single time. I'm like, this is why I don't be eating big meals when I got stuff to do, because I will be knocked out in bed. And I haven't been to the gym in a minute, y'all. I haven't been to the gym in a couple days. Bad. My trip is next week to Puerto Rico. And I have not been to the gym because I need everything to be on fleek. Everything got to be on fleek on this trip. And I've just been so busy, y'all. It's like I've been busy. I've been unmotivated. It's just so much going on. Like, I have those days sometimes where I'm just like, do I really want to keep doing this? It's not like stopping my business, or it's just like, dang. Like I was saying, like Monday, I came back home. I could have done the orders on Monday, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I just wasn't feeling it. And even when I was supposed to ship out orders on Wednesday, I could have done that. I mean, I was tired. I was extremely tired that day, y'all, because I went to work. I went and did my photo shoot, and I was just tired because Tuesday night was when I would have done it, which was election night. And it was just like, I was just trying to come home. And this person just ordered a graffiti bag, y'all. And let me just show y'all what that looks like. This is the graffiti bag. That's just what they ordered. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, there's just days, I'll have it, like, every once in a while. Like, I think it's, like, every once a month. And I'll just be praying, like, God, like, why am I feeling like this? Like, I need motivation. I'll just start, going through my goal book. Just writing in my journal. Looking at motivational stuff I have saved in my phone, because everybody has days like that. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I know everybody has days like that, even when it's not regarding to business. Like, even with your personal life, you just have those days where you don't feel like doing nothing. Like, you just want to be lazy all day. And that's why with me this morning, I got up at 7 something. Anytime I do these kinds of package order videos with me, I don't be starting them till like 10 o'clock. That's when I get out the bed. But today I was like, once I was up at 7, because I should have been at work right now. Once I was up, I was like, okay, we're going to do this video. We going to do this video. Not this video, but we gonna start these orders. And of course I was gonna record at the same time, but I was like, we gotta get these orders done, because what you're not about to do is sit like you don't have homework to do. Like, I don't gotta clean, like I don't gotta update my inventory. Like, I need to get a lot of these purses gone. The other day I went live. This person also ordered wholesale 15 lashes, but they got the 25mm collection. They got a mix of 25mm lashes. But like the other day I went live, but I was just so tired, y'all. Like, I've been so tired all week. Even now I'm so tired, but I just had to force myself to get up, because like I said, if I didn't get up, I would have probably slept. I would have probably put an alarm to like 10, but I would have still like snoozed that alarm till 12. And then before you know it, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and the day is over. So I was like, no, we're getting these orders done today before 10 o'clock for sure. At least halfway before 10 o'clock. And right now I'm working backwards on my orders, because if y'all know me, y'all know I like to work backwards. That's just how I am. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I just like to work backwards on orders, because it's like, regardless, at the end of the day, all the orders is going to get done. But I just like to work backwards. Even when I'm reading text messages, I'll read text messages backwards. Like, if I'm texting my friend or something and she texts me back and she'll send me like 3 texts, I'll read it from bottom to top versus top to bottom. And even when I be organizing my racks, I'll organize it, put in the first purse, then to the back, when it should be back to the front. Somebody commented on that one time and they was like, why don't you put your purses, start stacking them from the back? And I'm like, pause, this is my rack. This is my rack. I can do it how I want to do it. People love to, give their input, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to, give their input. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying, I mean, regardless, I'm going to do what I want to do, because you're not going to tell me how to organize my inventory. But I just like to work backwards for some reason. But the problem with that is I've had customers in the past email me. Like, they'll order from me. I'll have customers that come through on my site and place 2 to 3 orders within 3 days. So it's like, when I'm finally working on orders, and I told y'all I work backwards, I'll be doing their last order before the previous order. And they ain't even give me time to, get the other orders. And they'll just email me like, hello, I received the confirmation for this order, but I still haven't received it for these other 2 orders. It's like, you haven't even waited like for the day to be over yet. Like, I get it. I totally understand, because I always put myself in the customer's shoe, the business owner's shoe. So I totally get, why you might be confused if you got a tracking for, what am I doing? If you got a tracking number for, the item and you did not get the tracking for the previous items, I would have been confused too. But it's like, at least wait till the day is done. Like, it hasn't even been 2 minutes since you received your confirmation and you already emailing me about other orders as I'm in the process, of working on orders. It's like, y'all, I'm literally working on orders right now. I promise y'all. I promise you I'm working on orders right now. I promise you. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to ship this order priority or not? But I don't know if I showed y'all, but this person ordered lash glue. I do sell lash glue. My lash glue is basically the dupe for Duo Glue, but it's better. It's better than Duo Glue, honestly. I've heard my customers have told me is better. And you know what's crazy, y'all, is I've said this before. I don't know if it was on my live or on my channel, but I before I started selling lash glue, when I found out my supplier sold them, I used to purchase from her. Like, she gave me a sample with my order one time. And I was like, oh, I love this. This is just like Duo Glue, because Duo Glue was the lash glue I was using before I started using these glues. So now these are the only glues I use. And these 2-in-1 pens. So if you don't really like liner, this is a liner and glue. Sometimes I use both of these just for the, super hold. Like, I'll put the liner on and I would still put these on my lashes, just because sometimes my inner corners, they just don't be sticking. Even when I put the glue like on my lash line, it won't be sticking. I don't know what, because my eyes are dry. Number one, I have prescription eye drops I have to use, because I did get LASIK eye surgery. But even before I got the eye surgery, my eyes, which reminds me, I forgot, y'all, I gotta make an appointment for that, because something had came out that they put in my eyes when I did the procedure. But anyways, before I did my surgery, my eyes were already dry. And after I got the surgery, they did give me like eye drops I'm supposed to be using, but now they had to give me prescribed eye drops because my eyes are just so dry. So the inner corners is like always my problem. That's why even with eyeshadow, I don't be putting eyeshadow on my bottom lash line. I don't be putting a liner under that because my eyes is just be doing too much. But anyways, this lash glue I've heard, but my point was, when I found out my supplier was selling these, she gave me a sample and then I loved it. So every time I would purchase from her, I would be like, can you add an order of this, like 2 lash glues, and I'll pay for it, whatever price that was for 2 or 3, and just stack up on them. And then people kept asking me, you should sell lash glue, you should sell lash glue. And I was like, I don't know, because with lash glue, y'all know people be using the weave glue, because I know people that use the weave glue, and I know people that use duo glue or whatever other glue there is out there. So she I got like a small order, and I believe like I sold out the same day. Like people started going crazy once I started selling lash glue, and everybody was like, oh my god, I love the lash glue. Like every time somebody mentions I taste these lash glue, they go crazy. And I even have customers like they'll either leave this on or they'll put their own logo on the lash glue too. Like some of them will leave this on and put their logo, but yeah, some of them they'll put their logo right here, or they'll take this off too. And I just love these lash glues, y'all. Like I said, I wouldn't sell anything that I personally don't use. That's why some of y'all be telling me to sell stuff, and I was like, y'all, I don't wear that, so it would be weird for me to sell that if I'm not going to use it. Like this one girl was trying to recruit me to sell, what is that stuff called? The flat tummy tea. I know it's not flat tummy tea, it's something else. It's like Laso or IASO. She was trying to recruit me to sell that, which I know how that stuff works, the whole pyramid scheme. She was basically trying to get me to sign up so she could be making money off me. But I was just like, do you see what I look like, y'all? I don't even weigh 125 pounds. I don't even weigh 125 pounds. What do I look like selling weight loss items? Like, that won't even be right. Who is gonna buy that from me? Who? And she got mad, I guess, when I had said that. But I was just like, everybody who knows me knows I'm trying to gain weight. So for me to be selling that, like, they know I'm trying to gain me some weight. I'm trying to get thick. So it's like, for me to be trying to promote that and sell that, nobody's going to buy it from me. If I had a kid or something, because, you know, like when women have kids, if I had a kid and I was trying to like lose that weight, okay. But y'all, I don't have a kid. I'm literally less than 125 pounds. Who is going to buy some weight loss stuff from me? You just got to be realistic. Who? So I wouldn't sell anything that I personally wouldn't use. If I'm not using something, why? And obviously your customers won't find you credible either. If you sell something and nobody ever sees you in it, nobody sees you wearing it, it's like, just like with those people that sell Avon and stuff, Mary Kay, a lot of them, you don't ever see them using the products. Like, they're just selling it just to sell it. But if I'm sorry, if I don't ever see you using something and you're promoting it, you're not gonna I'm not buying it from you. Yeah, I don't have my fragile stickers next to me. I don't know where they're at. I gotta go. Oh, I gotta get a new roll. Like, I have not done anything. I still got 35 orders to do. Okay. Dang, I remember whose order this is. She wants the sky blue purse. Oh, I gotta go get a sky blue purse. So I'm gonna wait on her order just because. Like, I gotta go get the sky blue purse. I don't know why my head is so itchy, y'all. These braids. These braids is so itchy. Whoo, child. I was gonna start a conversation with y'all, but I forgot y'all can't, like, respond to me. Y'all can't respond to me. All these people, all these orders, y'all. Okay, I think it's that rose gold purse. I can get that out the way. I really was trying to get as many orders as I could get done. And y'all know what's funny? When I did, like, you know, when I did that small business promo post, all these people was, you know, messaging me, saying they was going to send me items. And not a single one of them sent an item, which is cool because I was never begging for somebody to send me something. I only did that video because I've never done one before. Like I said, if you watch that video, I've never done it before, and people were telling me to do it. And a lot of people did send me stuff, people I didn't even know their business. And now, like, I know their business because they sent me an item. And especially if you send somebody something and they love it. Like, one of the girls, y'all, E-Beauty, I posted her, she sent me a body butter, a body scrub, a perfume. When I tell y'all, her stuff is amazing. And I have a body scrub that I bought from a small business. I personally bought from a small business, and her stuff smells amazing too. But E-Beauty, her stuff, when I tell y'all, I was using that body scrub last night for the first time, and it smelled amazing. It felt amazing. Even with the spray and stuff, I was showing it to my co-workers and referring it. That's why I be like, when you do stuff like that, if you send somebody an item and your product is bomb, you got a customer. You gained yourself a customer, because they're going to come back when the stuff is done. They're going to come back. But no, my point was, a lot of people said they were going to send items and they never did. They're like, oh my God, oops. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to send you something, blah, blah, blah. You know, what size you wear, what, blah, blah, blah. What is your P.O. box? Even though it was stated on the post, it's been stated on my FAQ page since I got a P.O. box like 6 months ago. But it was like, you know, people that, I don't know, child. I just be like, why do people be doing too much? Why? Like I said, it don't be by force. I'm not forcing nobody to send me nothing. You know, I'm not forcing nobody to send me nothing. But don't be all on here. You make me extend it. I extend it just for you to steal. I ain't see your business name. And the people I'm talking about, I know their business. Like, I some of them I've shopped with, some of them I haven't. But it's like, why go through all of that? Why? I hope I didn't just shake the camera. But what else was I going to talk about? I don't know what else to talk about, because every time I come on, like, I do these kind of videos, I always, you know, have something to talk about. I really don't got nothing to talk about, y'all. I'm honestly, right now, at this point, I'm just living life. I'm just living life, doing me. What else? I'm just living life, y'all. I'm just taking it day by day. Like, I'm just ready for this whole Miss C thing to disappear, which I know it's not. And I'm scared because, y'all, next week I have to go in order for my Puerto Rico trip, we have to get COVID testing, and I'm scared to have that thing shoved in my nose. I'm scared, y'all. I'm so scared, but I'm ready for this trip, because this trip is about to be and if y'all don't know, I was actually supposed to go to Puerto Rico in March. In March, I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico. I took off a whole week off work. I took off a week off work. I didn't really buy a lot of... What just happened with that label, y'all? Look at what this label did. Like, why did they do that? But what was I saying? I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico. Back in March for a spring break, because every year for spring break, you know, I go somewhere different. The year before, I had went to Miami. This year was Puerto Rico. There was an event going down. I can't remember what the event was called, but it was an event with like a bunch of celebrities and stuff that were gonna both perform and be there. I'm gonna just get this lash real quick, y'all. But I was supposed to go in March. And that was when the virus had got really serious, and my flight, I mean, literally, it was like, I don't think nobody went, because even the event got canceled. Like, me and my sister was like, we were still gonna go, but then the event was canceled too, because, you know, like, people that had concerts and stuff, they weren't doing it too. So it was like, what's the point of us going? Because the whole point of us going was for this week event. And if the event got canceled, what are we gonna do? So they did end up refunding us. Like, you have to fill out something to get your refund. So I did get refunded for the event. It was like $200 and something for that. My flight to go, I did get refunded because it was with Delta. I love Delta. I got my Delta Sky Miles card. My American Express is linked with Delta, so I get my miles when I purchase stuff. But I only fly Delta, y'all. I love Delta. So my flight to go with Delta, but coming back, it was with another airline, and I did not get my money back for the flight coming back. I don't remember what airline it was with. I think it was either American or United. I never got my money back for that. But for the Airbnb, they refunded me as well. But the flight coming back, because I did it one way because the flights were so expensive. And it's crazy because now that we're going, the flight is literally half the price for the round trip than what it was when I was first going. But it is what it is. I'm ready just to, because this about to be like my real break. Literally, I'm the type of person, I travel everywhere. I love to see different cities. I love to see different things, different cultures, eat different foods. Because I'm from New York, and in New York, you know, we got all different cultures, all different foods, different stuff like you can learn. Like, I eat different cultures' food. I'm familiar with different cultures. And in Texas, they don't really have that. Like, it's literally only black, white, and Hispanic. That's the only races. Like, you'll see other like, you know, other people from other countries, but it's not as much variety as it is like in New York, at least where I stay here in Dallas. The area I stay in is really like the top 3 races. You're either black, you're either Hispanic, or you're white. That's it. But in New York, you know, you got Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Indians, Asians. Like, it's a whole bunch of different people. And they're not just like, even with Africans, it's not just African. There's Nigerians, there's Jamaican. There's like, it's different. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's like, I like to travel. I like to go to different cities. I like to see different stuff. Like, I like to see different stuff. So this year I haven't went anywhere. I went to Chicago for the first time, but even when I went to Chicago, it wasn't really like a trip. I went by myself first off, and I went to, because I was going to 2 events. I went to a marketing event, and I went to 2 marketing events, 2 free marketing events. So since those were going on the same day, I was like, let me just go. I got the weekend off. Let me go. So I went. So even with that, it wasn't really a break because it was a marketing event. So it was still business related. It still wasn't me, you know, getting away from my business. Even when I went back to New York in August, that was barely a break because even with that, I was like, you know, still somewhat promoting my business, like wearing my items, trying to get like people asking me about my slides and stuff like that. That one was somewhat a break, but at the same time, not really, because a lot of stuff still weren't open due to the virus. So it's like now with this trip, I hope, like, you know, I can really get away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could really get away from the norm. Because it's like me going to New York, I don't even count that as traveling because regardless, I lived there for 16 years. That's not really me taking a trip. I've been there. I was born there. Going to Chicago, yes, that was a trip, but at the same time, it was business related. I was doing things regarding my business, if that makes sense. This Puerto Rico trip, of course, y'all know the business cards. The business cards is going to be on deck to distribute. Because I have a few customers in Puerto Rico. And I was so excited. I have a few customers in Puerto Rico, actually. Dang, my storage is almost full on my Mac. I need to get my label paper, y'all. But not y'all. What I was basically trying to say was this Puerto Rico trip is like about to be the first real break I've had since I've started my business, because since I started my business, I don't think I went anywhere. Like, I probably went to New York. I've probably been to New York 2 or 3 times since I started my business, but like I said, I don't consider that like a getaway trip. I don't consider that a getaway trip, honestly, but I haven't been anywhere, so it's like this trip, hopefully I get to take a break. I might even like uninstall my business email just so I don't have to see emails. I might but it's hard, y'all, because I still got to be consistent. I just don't like falling off, if that makes sense. I don't want my business to like if I'm not active for a couple days, it's just like, I don't like that. Like, I really don't. I like to stay consistent. And I'm trying to do that more with Bundle Mania Beauty, like, you know, constantly posting, at least if it's once a day, because sometimes I forget. But it's hard, y'all. And I'm honestly over Bundle Mania Beauty. I'm so over that business. What time is it? Okay, I think in like 20 minutes, I'm going to take outside whatever packages I have, and the post office better pick them up. But no, I'm just over Bundle Mania Beauty. I really am over it. I keep telling myself once the year is up, because the website is paid for a year. Just like how iTasty, I paid for that for 3 years. So it's like, whether I like it or not, I'm still stuck with this website, which iTasty I'm fine with. It's just Bundle Mania Beauty. Like, you know, 2 emails, 2 businesses, but it's 2 separate stuff. So, but yeah. that it's just crazy, y'all. I need to show y'all this rose pink purse. I'm about to get it. It's so cute, y'all. I promise y'all, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. But let me get it real quick. It's like behind me because that's where all these purses are. I'm trying to find it. But it's just so beautiful. I don't know why I had this, y'all staring at this box. But y'all, look at this. This is so beautiful. I love it. Y'all know pink is my favorite color, but this is the purse right here. This is a new purse that I added. I just call it rose pink. I don't know what you might consider it, but I just consider it rose pink. It's been doing good. I'm not sure if I'm sold out because, like I said, when I went live the other day, my inventory is still not updated, and people bought these when I went live. So some of these orders here are orders that people purchased while I was live. Ugh. Dang, she hasn't ordered from me in a minute. See, I told you I'll be looking at that stuff. I have some customers, they'll like purchase from me and then they'll just come back and make a big order, a very big order. Because I be thinking sometimes like, what happened to this person? Because when y'all be ordering so much, I know y'all's names. I'm like, I haven't seen them order in a minute. Like, what's going on? Why haven't you ordered from me in a minute? Is something wrong? Even my, I don't do pickups. I don't do drop-offs. And sometimes I want to, but it's like, y'all, I don't be having the time. Like, it's not that I don't have the time. I mean, like, the time to deal with the drama. Because I used to do pickups. Not pickups. Well, I did do pickups, like, you know, a few times. But I did meetups. I did pickups because I don't be liking to drive. That's one. But I kind of live far from everybody. Oh, I need to go get that purse, y'all. But I kind of live far from everybody. And it's like I do have a location where I used to meet people at when I did do meetups. But I had one customer try and talk to me crazy, y'all, because she was basically telling me that I had to give her my address for her to find a location that we can meet at. It's like, sis, you're not telling me where I'm gonna meet you at. Number one, I'm not giving you my address. This is a location where I meet my customers. If you don't want to meet me there, it's cool. But you know, you just have those crazy people. I just don't have the time to deal with the drama that comes with it. Like, I don't want to do a meetup with somebody and they claim something is wrong after the fact. Because, you know, you see, I'm sure y'all see the stuff on Facebook. Oh, I picked up this from her and blah, 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 blah. I just don't have the time. It's like so many things can go wrong when you do stuff like that, especially doing pickups. Like you having somebody come to your home, they're knowing where you live. They know where you live. Like, I don't know about all that, y'all. I don't know about all that. I really don't. But it's just really scary. And it's like, even with the, like, I would do deliveries, but even with that, it's like, it's not really a way to know the item was delivered. Because, you know, people, I had a lady one time, she was ordering from me. This was like when I first started my business. She was ordering from me and she lived like in the Dallas area. So it was like, okay, cool. But she wasn't going to be home and she wanted me to put the package in the mailbox. First of all, why would I put somebody's package, like their order, in the mailbox and they're not physically, you know, taking it from me? And then again, it's like, there's no proof. If I'm shipping out an order to you, the tracking is my proof. Whether you can say you got it or you didn't get it, whether you're lying or not, if the tracking says your order delivered, it was delivered. Unless, like, if it wasn't delivered, you need to take that up with the post office. But my tracking number is the proof that you received your order. That is the proof. So it's like, if you're doing deliveries or you're doing meetups or pickups, it's like, there's really no proof. Unless if they're doing a pickup and you know you got cameras in your house, then that's proof. But if you meeting up with somebody or delivering at their house, there's really no proof to prove that you delivered the order or they received their order. And people be trying to pull fast ones. And it's like, okay, y'all know how people be doing disputes and chargebacks. So what if somebody ordered 5 purses from you, right? Because people be trying to say that, oh, I cannot order 10 purses, cannot order 15 purses. Y'all know how much that costs? If y'all doing 15 times 20, I'm trying to think of the math, but 15 purses times 20, I need to do the math. But it's like, say they ordered all these purses, right? Even if you say they have to pay before the fact, they can pay via your website, cool. But who are you to know if 2 days later they're going to file a chargeback and put it as a fraud claim? And guess what? There's no proof. There's no proof. If you made this person pay on your website, right? They paid for 10 purses on your website. You got your money. You went and you delivered it yourself. You physically delivered it. There is no proof that you delivered these items. There's no proof. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. There's no proof. And it's like people be playing those games. And I've seen it happen to other businesses. And that's why it's like, yes, I want to, reach as many people as I possibly can reach. But at the end of the day, there's certain businesses that are strictly online, big businesses. And if y'all can pay for their shipping, you can pay for mine. I don't care if I'm 10 minutes from you. I don't care if I'm 5 minutes from you. If y'all are ordering, Fashion Nova does not have a physical store in Dallas that I know of. If y'all want something from Fashion Nova, y'all pay for shipping. Y'all don't hit up Fashion Nova. Y'all don't hit them up to see if y'all can pick it up, whether it's where they're based or not. So don't do that to my business. When y'all are ordering from all these other businesses that are strictly online, Shen, I don't know how you say that name, but it's like y'all pay for shipping. So why is it a problem to pay for my shipment? And I get people be impatient, because I be impatient too. It's like I'd rather physically go pick something up than I have to wait a couple days to get it. I get that. But at the same time, like I said, y'all, it's pros and cons with everything. But I just don't feel comfortable picking up, having somebody pick up or physically delivering a product to somebody with no type of proof. There's no proof that you got it. All you did was hand this item to somebody. And it's like, even if you have them pay on your website, that I feel like that's even worse. You having them pay via your website is even worse, because it's like they can file a chargeback on you. It's one thing if they paid cash and you already got your money, they can try and claim something was wrong with the item. But it's one thing for you to make them pay on your website and then they file a fraud claim. They'll file a fraud claim and you lose all your money, because at the end of the day, most likely the banks always side with them. I've told y'all before, out of all the chargebacks I've received since I've started my business, I only won one of them. All the rest of them, I've submitted all types of proof. I've submitted the conversation, the tracking number. One of the girls, she even sent me a picture wearing the items. I submit all this type of proof and the bank still decides to side with the customer. So it's like, you don't even have proof to back up your stance. Number one, you won't have any type of proof. Why? This girl ordered from me twice and I know I messaged her to send me proof, because her order is showing high risk. How do I go back? I'm trying to send her an email. But yeah, y'all, I just don't know about that stuff. That stuff kind of sketchy to me. But that's just my opinion. I am in no way telling anybody how to run their business. If you do pickups and whatnot, that's cool. I'm not telling y'all how to run y'all's business. I promise I'm not telling y'all how to run y'all's business. I'm just speaking on my experience, from what I've experienced, from what I've seen other business owners experience. And you live and you learn from your and other people. But yeah, y'all, I'm typing this email. That's why I was like losing my thought. I don't want to send her the wrong thing, because this order is showing up high risk and I need her to send me her license or something before I could proceed. I think she ordered on my other side as well, because she placed 2 orders on iTasty, and I remember seeing her name on Bundle Mania Beauty. But yeah, y'all. So let me just say, I'm not telling nobody how to run their business, because people try to tell me how to run me and mine. It's like, pipe down. Like, don't be telling me how to run my business. And it's crazy, the people that be telling me how to run my business, first off, they don't even have their business, or they haven't even had their business. They've had their business for a couple days, and you gonna come on here and preach and tell me, how I should run my business. I don't tell nobody how to run their business. Y'all can run y'all business how y'all want to. And I promise y'all, it's so crazy, because the amount of people that try to criticize me, because one thing about me is I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to always say what I have to say. I'm going to never back down. If I say something about an issue, I'm going to say what I have to say. And it's like, I'm not saying that I'm blatantly rude to customers, but it's like, The customer is not always right. And I would just say that the customer is not always right. And it's like, at the end of the day, we're all customers to somebody. Even though I'm a business owner, I'm still a customer to lots of businesses. And at the end of the day, the customer is not always right. They're not always right. A majority of the time, the customer is not always right, but you still got to remain respectful. You know, you still got to be respectful. I'm not saying to be disrespectful, but I'm saying you still got to, like, you know, maintain your composure, because it's like customers be out here talking crazy. But at the end of the day, if you're dealing with something like that, just refund the order. That's what I always say. If it's to the point where you are being like, a customer is being extremely rude, like I had a customer threaten me if I didn't refund the order, she was going to file a chargeback. At that point, regardless, your order is going to get refunded. Don't come back and try to apologize. A refund, that's all it is. Y'all, if y'all have been following, y'all know the stuff I be going through, y'all. This one lady, she came, she cursed me out on my business page, and it's just like, and at the end of the day, guess what, y'all? She was wrong. The customer was wrong. She bashed me and my business and I. She bashed us. She came to my emails, and guess what, y'all? She was wrong. She did not read. Number one, I'm not going to get into that topic. If y'all know, y'all know. The people on here, if y'all know what I'm talking about, then y'all know. But at the end of the day, she was wrong. I still held my composure. I wasn't rude. I ain't cursed nobody. I ain't do nothing like that, because I just don't. Especially with emails, because it's like, why would you, as a business owner, why would you want to be rude to be where somebody can, you know, hold something against you? Like, if you curse somebody out through email, now they have this proof, like, look at what this business owner did to me. Do not shop with them. Like, don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. Because, like, a lot of these people, they be looking. They will come at you crazy just because they want to get a reaction. And who you not going to get a reaction from is me. You're not going to get a reaction from me. But some of these people, they will literally pick. Like, I've had somebody shop with me, y'all. This person is a known scammer, and they shopped with me just to have something to say about my business. And it's like, after I emailed you back the standard email I sent everybody, you still want to get mad and unfollow me and block me and then come back and try and comment on my stuff. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Like, they be trying to, y'all, you just got to hold your composure. I need your license to verify that it's you. Y'all, so I still have 12 more orders to go. I kind of shipped all these in there. I only have these here right now for the purpose of this video. I'm actually going to put this box back inside because, like I told y'all before, I don't know if I'm going to miss the post office when they come pick these up or not, because number one, I forgot to schedule a pickup. So I put these in sight so they can see it. Hopefully, because I did fill out the paperwork to where they're supposed to be picking them every day. So, you know, hopefully they pick them up. If not, I'll just physically take it up there. But these for sure, I don't want them to pick it up. I don't want them to just throw this box somewhere and then these packages, because some of these are first class, some of these are priority. And I just want to watch them scan these. So at least with these for sure, I know this does come with insurance up to $100. So if there was an issue, you know, a claim could be filed. But with these, some of these are first class, some of these are priority. So I'm just going to physically take these up there myself. So I'm going to put this back inside. I just wanted to show y'all, you know, everything together. And like I said, I still have 12 or 13 more orders to do. And I'm about to go back to do that.